Good morning. Happy Monday. A couple things, general update. Number one, my understanding is that Blue Bacon is going to put out a video today explaining things. I don't know entirely what he's going to explain. That's between him and his audience. I got a lot of people asking me, like, what's going on with Blue Bacon? What's going on? What do you know that we don't know? And to clarify who I am not a snitch. That is not what I do. I have information about various things that I have not released because that's not what I do. My DMs are private. If anybody DMs me anything, that's between them and me, and I don't share it. I want people to be able to trust me to tell me things or to share nudes without having to fear that I'm going to disseminate it. So what I know, and I don't tell anything about anything that I've been told until it's been made public. For example, I knew Blue Bacon's real name about 2 years ago or so, whenever him and I were debating about 18 USC 795, which there is a playlist that I have made, which explains all about it. His name wasn't useful to me, but even if it was useful to me, I wouldn't have doxed him. My issues with his misunderstanding of 18 USC 795 and his misleading his viewers in the misinterpretation of 18 USC 795. That is and was my issue with him. I don't think his name would have changed anything, and even if it had, again, I wouldn't have leaked it because it wasn't common knowledge. Now that Chili has made it common knowledge, okay, it's out there. Yes, it is his real name, Michael Perettini or whatever it is. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm sure that Blue Bacon will be able to tell us exactly how to pronounce it because that's his name. So that's why I'm not telling you anything about anything. It's because it's not my place to tell you. If Blue Bacon wants to come clean about everything, then that's his prerogative. If he doesn't, that's his prerogative as well. I'm not his dad, and I'm not even a subscriber of his. So I mean, it's really between him and his subscribers. So do with that what you will. I do have an interview with Turtle Boy Sports Aiden Kearney. I might be mispronouncing that, and I apologize. I haven't looked at it for a minute. To make sure that my audience is aware, he has been providing me with links to specific articles on Turtle Boy Sports, which is his news blog. I don't know exactly how he's going to characterize it, so I'll leave that to him. But I see it as basically a news blog or a news website. So I have perused a few of the articles on there. So I'm not going into this entirely blind like I was with Lauren. Now, I would prefer blind, but he sent me information and I looked at it. So there you go. Specifically, one of the articles he sent to me was an article that has a snippet from what appears to be a social worker's investigation report. I'm not entirely sure how it works in Massachusetts. In California, it's called a dependency proceeding. And what that means is essentially they're figuring out whether or not this juvenile is going to be a ward of the state or not, and how they're going to deal with this particular situation. Normally it comes up after a CPS report or CPS investigation uncovers evidence that someone is not capable of taking care of their children, that the children are actually in harm's way by being left in their home with their parent or parents. So during a normal dependency proceeding, there's going to be a social worker assigned to the case, as well as a attorney for the county, because these are county level proceedings. And the court will rely fairly heavily on investigation reports submitted by the social worker. This appears, and what the social worker will do is they'll go out, they'll interview the foster parents, they'll interview the children, they'll interview the parent who may or may not end up losing custody, they'll check out the home, the living situation that the parent can provide, whether or not the parent is stable, getting mental health treatment, getting medical treatment, getting counseling, something along those lines. They'll investigate all these things, and then they'll prepare a report and submit it to the court. This appears to be one of those, or a snippet of one of those reports to the court. It looks genuine to me. I have no reason to doubt it. So that I have seen on Turtle Boy Sports. If you want to go to Turtle Boy Sports to check it out, awesome. If not, fine too. Just so everybody is aware, I intend to be nice, cordial. I don't intend to just jump up and point at him and say, "You're a fucking liar," or anything like that. I'm going to be nice to Aiden. And if you think that means I want to fuck him, that's fine. Perfect. But I intend to try to get as much information out of him as I can so that I understand the situation better, because I'm not a smart man. And I've had all this talk about all this stuff going on between Lauren and Turtle Boy and Kate, that I want to understand it. And you might not like it, and you don't have to watch the video, but my intention is to get information. I got information from Lauren first. It was helpful. It places things into a perspective. Now I'm going to get information from Turtle Boy, and that's going to be helpful, and it's going to help place things in perspective. And on Saturday at about 3 p.m. Eastern, around noon Pacific, I intend on interviewing Kate, and I intend on getting her side of everything. And then you'll have all three sides, and you, the viewer, can get to pick who you believe, who you don't believe, who you think is credible, who you don't think is credible, who you think is providing you valuable, useful information, and who you don't. And if you're already a Kate fan, great. I'm sure nothing's going to change it. If you already hate Kate, great. I'm sure nothing's going to change it. But this is primarily for me, so that I can understand what's going on. Secondarily, it's hopefully a benefit to you, so you can understand what's going on if you want to. And if you don't, that's fine. You don't have to watch. By the way, I also intend on being nice to Kate. And that probably does mean I want to fuck her, but that's beside the point. That's just beside the point. So anyway, that's the plan going forward. I would also like to interview Chili. Now, I understand that Chili might not want to be interviewed by me, but I would like to kind of get an idea through directed questions. I think I would be more direct with Chili than I am going to be with Aiden or Kate. I intend on asking fairly open-ended questions to them. With Chili, because of the way he tries to communicate, because of he says he has ADHD, and I believe him, but I would try to ask him more directed questions to hope to get to the underlying reasons behind things. And, but yeah, I would love to interview Chili. And, Chili, if you want to serve me during the interview, that's great. That's fine. If you want to do it in person, that's fine. If you want to kick my ass afterwards, that's fine. I've had my ass kicked more than once. I don't have to talk about being an alpha on the internet. So yeah. So Chili, like if you want an interview, I'll be fair. I will be fair. I believe I have used the same level of criticism against Kate's attorneys on their pleadings as I've used against you on yours. But I'll be honest too, your pleadings are shit. Speaking of pleadings, yes, I am aware that Chili has filed 2 pleadings today. I have not had a chance to review them. Wait, before I get there, I'm sorry, little Chili's ADHD rubbing off on me. Turtle Boy is going to be, that's going to be on Wednesday at 7:00 my time. So it's 10:00 Eastern. That's just when we were both available to do it. So I apologize. Kate's is Saturday at noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. All right. So the Chili's filings, I haven't had a chance to review them. I anticipate reviewing them this evening, hopefully. And maybe we'll have some input from the court by then as well. So thank you for watching and have a great day.